Hello everybody. As you can see where from I am and the shelf is behind me, you can more or less imagine what I am talking about. Ever since I could remember, I loved books. I have always interested in stories, tales, and extraordinary information. But I hadn't been reading constantly. Sometimes I had been making excuse not to read. But one day, on December 31, 2020, while browsing on YouTube, I came across a video. The name of video, which made a famous Turkish YouTuber, is Not to Break the Chain. The video said that we should try not to break the chain. But what is this not to break the chain? Let me tell you briefly. We set a goal for upcoming year and we must follow it on a daily basis. As we do, we put X mark on this sheet like me. As you can see on the sheet, it creates a chain line. If we cannot do our goal for a day of year, we cannot put X mark on the sheet. But if we can not to break the chain, our chain will be strong and our goals becomes a part of our lives. Yes, my goal is reading books. You may think that what kind of goal is this? And people have a great target, but it is my goal and I think it is very big. If you know how important and significant book in our lives, you wouldn't even say that about it. Of course, I will tell you some information from studies, but mainly I want to talk about the change and my experience that reading books has made in my life. And so, I started reading book every day. You know, due to pandemic, we spent almost all day at home. And this situation was really affecting me badly. On the one hand, being a student, the difficulty of lessons, I start almost complaining about my life. But when I finished my daily works, I came to bed, picked up a book, and read other people's life, I start to understand how happy I am. And I am one of the richest people in the world. And when I read people, the suffering of other people, when I witness other people's conditions in which they lived, I start thinking about my complaint second time. I ashamed to talk about my life when I know that people's living in solitary confinement even in the absence of pandemic. I know it may sound selfish, but other people's make me feel thankful. Really, the books teach us to be thankful. They remind us how our life are perfect and how we are happy. Moreover, reading books reduces our stress, no matter how much stress you have at work, in your personal relationships, and countless other issues in daily lives you faced. It all just slips away when you lose yourself in a great story. A well-written story can transport you other realms, while an entertaining the article will distract you and keep you in the present moment, and letting tension drain away and allowing you to relax. For me, the most important reason to read books is different and unique. Think our talent will and enliven our imagination, develop our conscience and belief system. When I say that reading books, I don't mean just read. Our goal is immerse ourselves in what is written, to live it, to must strive for it. While reading, you just not use only your eyes. Use your own mouth, your breath, your face, your ear, and your whole body. Of course, you shouldn't forget our brains. While reading, time to time slow down, ask questions, and consult with the books. At the time, you will think that you are traveling in time. Who said that you can travel in time? It is possible for me. Travel anywhere you want and meet famous people you loved. I know it sounds very cool, and that is why I like it. We need all these talents. We need to talk to the books. So we shouldn't try not just read. We try to read a lot, assimilate it, ask questions and reason. Read out and think out loudly, so you can find your own voice in the world. Do you know what happens if you don't find your voice and your own voice in the world? The George Orwell wrote on his books 1984, Double Things. We adopt two opposite beliefs at the same time and believe both are true. I want to end my speech with a quote from the movie Detachment. 24 hours, the rest of our lives. Some forces will constantly work to make us stupid until we die. So, to defend and protect ourselves, to combat these attempts to get this nonsense in our brains, we should learn to read in a way that stimulate our imagination, develop our conscience and belief system. We all need these talents to defend, to protect our minds. Thank you.